Postmodern Pat, Postmodern Pat, Postmodern Pat and his mixed race cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, Pat has begun to lose grip on his sense of reality.
Good morning, Mrs. Goggins. There's a parcel for you.
Oh, thank you, Pat. It's very good of you.
Are you not going to open it?
No, I think I'll leave it.
Just open it.
No, please don't.
I said open the mail.
Yes, Pat.
See? It's empty, Mrs. Goggins. It's all a lie.
I warned you not to open it. Pat, put the gun down.
No, they're all empty, aren't they, Mrs. Goggins?
Pat, please stop it.
Get down on the floor. Who do you work for?
That's him. He's got a gun.
Pat, this has nothing to do with me. I'm just a shopkeeper.
What the... Oh. There's a parcel for you. Open the mail. It's all a lie.
Wake up, Pat.
Wake up!
Where am I?
That's not important. You are Pat Clifton, born November the 2nd, 1963.
You are the village postman for Greendale and head of the special delivery service in nearby Pencaster.
You live at Forge Cottage with your wife Sarah and son Julian, who is 6 years old.
Sarah? Julian? But I don't remember.
Repeat after me. I'm Postman Pat. I deliver the mail.
There's nothing in the mail. Ah!
Repeat after me. I'm Postman Pat. I deliver the mail.
Postman Pat. I delivered, but nothing. I feel so empty.
You are a really happy man!
No! Oh, no, no! I'm really happy, man. Happy.
Okay, that's enough for now. Leave him here.
He'll be ready for phase 2 in a few hours.
Just get me out of here.
Postmodern Pat, Postmodern Pat, Postmodern Pat and his mixed race cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, Pat is escaping from a secure state correctional facility.
Stop him! He's escaping!
You can't stop me. You can't stop the truth.
Security code red. Security code red.
Breaking news. A defective postman who answers to the name of Pat has escaped from Greendale Maximum Security Mental Asylum and is now at large somewhere in the Pencaster region. We urge members of the public not to approach him as he is thought to be armed and dangerous and in a fragile mental state.
Mrs. Goggins.
Pat!
Mrs. Goggins, they're after me. You're the only person who can help. I've come here because...
Pat!
I got some possible, yeah.
Pat? But I'm Pat.
No, I'm Pat.
I'm the postman. I deliver the mail. Who put you here? Who do you work for?
I work for Pencaster Regional Post Office.
That's my job! Mrs. Goggins.
He was expendable. A cheap copy of the original. That's you, Pat, the original.
What are you talking about?
The agency should be here in a few minutes, but before they take you, there's something I'd like you to see. Jess? Get this man a drink.
I didn't know Jess.
Jess is one of our most highly trained operatives. That's why we placed her with you.
But she helped me.
But of course she did. It was all part of the plan.
I escaped.
You were allowed to escape, Pat. Your whole life has been a journey to this point. Follow me.
What kind of place is this?
This way, Pat. Laboratory P10.
Access granted. Initiating sequence.
You want the truth, Pat? I'll show you the truth.
We have arrived at Laboratory P10.
Holy parcel force. They're all me.
We made them all, Pat. Each of them one step towards the perfect postman.
I'm a happy man.
Postmodern Pat, Postmodern Pat, Postmodern Pat, and his mixed race cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, Pat is trapped in a secret underground cloning laboratory.
Welcome, Pat, to the Greendale facility. You see, Pat, you are part of a 25-year experiment to create the perfect postman.
Me? An experiment?
You are more than just a postman. You are a symbol. Without you, Pat, the common perception of an idyllic rural England would dissipate and fester, and broader society would simply fall apart.
But there's nothing in my mail.
But it's not about the mail or what's inside it. It's what the mail represents. Your very existence underpins the structural integrity of our entire consumer-driven Judeo-Christian civilization. You define the status quo, Pat, which is why we don't want you to ask too many questions.
But why?
Did you not just hear me say that about the questions? Look, let me take you on a little tour of the facility, Pat. Step into the buggy.
That's my van.
Yes, we're upgrading it. The new model will be capable of speeds up to 37 miles per hour with electric windows. We've got our best man on it.
That's Ted Glenn.
Morning, Pat.
And here to the left, you can see our first incarnation of you, Pat. The 1962 model P101, 85% plywood.
I was made of plywood.
Oh, that was before I got me welding torch.
Now, Pat, we come to the culmination of all our experiments. I give you the P1000. 20% titanium alloy, 30% human tissue, 50% CGI.
I deliver the mail.
We've come a long way from plywood, Pat.
Good grief.
But I'm afraid, Pat, our journey has come to an end. We must now dismantle you and submit you to a post-analysis. P1000.
Ja, Frau Goggins.
Deactivate model P850, Postman Pat.
You must be deactivated.
Damn! Jesse's got my keys! After him!
Postmodern Pat, Postmodern Pat and his mixed race cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, Pat is escaping from a maximum security underground cloning laboratory.
There's no escape, Pat! Wherever you go, we'll get you eventually!
I'm not giving in, Goggins.
God delivered a message to us, and it's time we opened that envelope and took his words to our hearts. Thank you all for coming. Pat, what are you doing here?
I must get out of Greendale. Mrs. Goggins, she wants to have me dismantled.
Oh, that reminds me, Pat. I want to send a package long distance, but it's quite large, and I was wondering...
You're not listening to me. They're after me. They took me in, but I escaped, and they're still after me.
Okay, what did they tell you?
Pencaster, everything here, it's all about the post. It's all about me.
I know, Pat. You don't have to explain. Follow me. I suppose you came here via the elevator shaft. Why, I haven't used that thing since the Resistance.
The Resistance?
Years ago, Mrs. Goggins and I were partners. Pencaster was my brainchild. Goggins was its operator. She took over, Pat. Slowly but surely, she drained this land of its soul so that she could make it into a one-size-fits-all template for an English rural identity. I tried to stop her, but it was too late. And ever since, I've been holed up in this church, protected by the grace of God and these massive doors.
Gosh!
This is the weapons reserve I managed to keep from the Resistance. Try this. They're coming.
Oh.
You're perfect, Pat, almost in every way, yet Mrs. Goggins designed you with just one flaw. A flaw which I happen to consider a blessing.
A flaw?
Choice. You've made your choice, Pat, and there's nothing Mrs. Goggins can do about it.
Postman Pat, surrender or be destroyed!
I'd rather die than live in an empty world like this, Goggins.
So be it. P1000, take him out!
Affirmative, Frau Goggins.
Give me your hat, Pat.
What?
Throw me your hat. The P1000 will think I'm you.
Here!
Got it? Here! Over here! I'm Postman Pat.
Target identified.
Run, Pat. Take that! I'll see you in hell, you soulless piece of postal junk. Oh!
I will stamp you out.
Reverend!
They've both gone, Pat. It's just the two of us. You're about to become just another casualty of postal service modernization. No, Jess, no. It's too late, Jess. Look, he's just a broken postman now.
Well, guess what, Mrs. Goggins? I've got a special delivery for you.
No! Oh, all I wanted was a perfect world, Pat.
Nothing's perfect, Mrs. Goggins. Not even the Postal Service. Come on, Jess. We've got mail to deliver.